Ladies and gentlemen, the friendly face on my right needs very little introduction. He makes his debut to Cabbie Presents. Jalen Rose, thank you for welcoming me into your home here in Grantland.
Good to see you, family.
My pleasure, brother. One thing that you always do, whether it's on podcasts or it's on the NBA on ESPN, is you give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
When you were playing in Toronto, Jurassic Park didn't exist. How did you experience it, seeing it last year in the playoffs? You're seeing like these literally thousands of people just out there rooting on their team, that energy and that atmosphere.
I talk to people in the States about this a lot. In the T-Dot, in the Sixes, they calling it now, Big Shot Drizzy.
Yeah.
They have an entire country rooting for the Raptors. So when the team is good and it's a squad to rally around, everybody gets excited, even Masai.
Yeah.
He was pumped up.
He really was.
It cost him a couple of dollars, but you know what? It was worth it.
When you look at this team now, to go to the next level, what do you think it needs?
The backcourt is fire. I talked about
is
that
it ever?
on this podcast.
Now we're getting to the real backcourts. Now we're top four.
And so, just so you guys know, one of my toughest decisions was picking between 5 and 4. Boom! Surprise!
When you have Lowry, you have DeRozan, you have one of the best backcourts in the whole league.
Absolutely.
Like, they're gonna be a problem all season and for years to come. They're both still under contract, so that's tight. So what they gotta do is figure out what they're gonna do up front. That's the next level for the T-Dots.
One thing that I love about you, one thing your fans love about you, is you've been blessed with the gift of gab, but you can also tell a story, Jalen.
Oh yeah, I got spectacular vernacular.
Now, since that animated short came out where you brilliantly recalled the story of Sam Mitchell and Vince Carter getting into an altercation.
Sam Mitchell made a comment to Vince about always being injured and always being on the training table. So that's kind of how Vince nudged Sam. Sam nudged Vince back. So it's getting a little more physical. Before you know it, they tangled up and they really trying to slam each other on the ground. So Vince got this arm underneath their crouch. And if they're kicking and screaming, you won't be able to get them up like Hulk Hogan, but you can still get them down real good.
Boom! Have you spoken to either one of them since that video was posted on Grantland?
No, because
you haven't?
I speak the truth. I spit hot fire. If I tell you the chicken lay eggs, get the skillet hot. I have no reason to lie. Somebody did say I lied.
Who said you
Sam
lied?
Mitchell. I heard he went on the radio and he tried to rebuke my story.
You know, Vince was laying on the training table, and I told this story over the radio in Toronto. Vince was lying on the training table and joking around. He just got up and put his arms around me in a bear hug, and I tripped over and landed on the training table, and that was it. Vince was horsing around, I wasn't. You know, Vince Carter picking me up and spinning me around like I'm some piece of dough. It sounds good, but I just think physically, it's impossible.
And these are the reasons why I carry a bat. So this is my protection. That story 100% happened.
Yeah.
That's why neither one of those individuals even reached out to me to say a peep about it.
Can you leave us with one more of those little gems?
I'll give you a gem. Rafer is the first person, big shout Skip. He's matured a lot since basketball. He's the first person I literally played with that made up his mind that he was so upset at me and Morris Peterson for trying to get him to run the team and be a leader that just got $20 million to play point guard.
Right.
That we went to a game in Charlotte. Somebody could get out the tape. He made up his mind he was not gonna pass either one of us the ball, literally.
For the whole game?
Yes. There were times we had a 3-on-2 break and either he pulled up and shot it or he pulled it back out.
Wow.
I do not lie.
For sure you gotta address it at halftime, if not after the game.
He lucky I wasn't carrying the bat then. That's what the conversation was about.